Tonight I gotta cut. Sorry, wait. Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Insert Muppet screams.
Hi everyone, I'm Cassandra tonight.
Oh, it got reversed on
Oh,
me.
you are?
Are you?
Wait, who am I? I can't see it.
You're Nim. You're Nim.
Yes.
Same
Hello,
class.
baby brother. Hello. Everybody wants to fuck our mom.
Including...
I was gonna say, now you can't fuck your mom.
No, she still could. It would just
The
be a whole
sacrifices
nother
we
set
have
of
to make.
problems.
The
I would like to-
sacrifices we have to make.
I would like to state once more for the record, as soon as it was pointed out that the mom was drinking a lot that evening, I realized the seduction ploy was off the table because that wouldn't be cool.
Oh, so it took her drinking. The seduction ploy was not off the table because she was my mother. It was because... Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is.
Also, especially for Garl, that was before she got her memories back about hanging out with your parents. Which makes it even weirder.
Yeah, my mother, who is also married. She's a married woman. She's
Yeah,
a
but-
mother.
How's that marriage going, really?
Is she
Bit of a fixer
happily
upper.
We'll
married?
see.
I hate it here.
They said of the burning building.
The marriage is a minor thing. But,
It's a temporal inconvenience.
my friends, the League of Amazing Adventurers is back. We never left, but now I have my buttons again. So, for me, it's back.
Yay.
I hope...
How
it
many
looks-
of them can we push tonight, I wonder?
Several, go for it. Push all the buttons. But yeah. Announcements. Other shows. Keep an eye on our Discord. Tomorrow night, Chad and I are doing something not on our channel. My internet
Now you're just
connection-
teasing them.
My internet connection was unstable. Then,
Oh,
We
no.
love that.
on a Friday, not the Calling Chronicle this week, as Rose has D23. But next week will be the final episode of that campaign. This week, we're doing a tier list of Pathfinder classes as per our enjoyment of them. I'll be there, Matt will be there, McKenna might be there.
Who knows? I like to keep things mysterious.
I would like to know at some point. Chad will be there.
I'll be working Halloween Horror Nights.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And yeah,
Listen. I'm ready.
Saturday, Salt and
Apparently
Sorcery's
half the
back.
scare actors aren't.
Ooh.
Woo woo. Saturday, Salt and Sorcery's back. Will and
Be
Matt.
nice to scare actors, everyone.
And I'm sorry for whatever my Wi-Fi is doing tonight's stream. Our internet's just having issues.
The Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's like it's shooting me down to like 257.
I didn't realize you were
kilobytes.
home yet.
Goodies.
It's like the internet's saying fuck you.
Mm,
Oh no.
So we have that. Saturday, Salt and Sorcery. Sunday.
Well, we're getting you, so.
Sunday, Stardew Sunday. Oh god, we're down to like 0. We stopped streaming.
Oh no.
nice.
I don't even know. But anyway, Stardew Sunday on Sunday. Monday, Strength of Thousands AP. We finished book 2. Now we're starting book 3. We're halfway done this AP, McKenna and Matt.
Well, no.
By ending book 2, we're a third done.
Yeah.
That's assuming all the books are equal size, too.
Yeah.
And yeah. Then Tuesday night, we're starting Cult of the Lamb up. And then life continues on and continues on.
Not for some of your followers.
Well, no.
Life finds a way.
We'll find a way. But yeah,
Oh,
so those are all of our announcements. Hey,
I'm
we have
funny.
people on this stream who aren't me. We have Cassandra, played by Abby of Abby's World's a Stage fame.
Hi, everybody. Just so you know, my offer from last week still stands. You get the sub. I will give you the most intense uwu I possibly can. It will be so disgusting.
Hot.
That I promise.
You know, I can gift subs.
So give subs. Oh no.
Oh no.
Speaking of people who say "oh no" whenever I speak, McKenna is playing Nimbus.
Yep, that's accurate.
Not
I felt
exactly.
Bro.
Hello,
I felt
everybody.
like that was a good.
No, you're right. It's a good one. It's one of your better segues, I must say. Hello everybody, I am McKenna Ray Tynan. I'm playing Nimbus Evangelina Malthea Saint Altair. You can find me at McKenna Ray Art on all of the internet things. And yeah, let me know if my audio is a little bit funky. I have decided to leave the AC on because it is in the triple digits in Los Angeles, California. I don't know what that was. It's pretty gross out here. So if my audio is a little bit funky, let me know and I will turn it off. But until then.
And the reason why it is in the triple digits in Los Angeles because this person is so hot. It's Cooper playing Lynx.
Half the characters quit from Halloween Horror Nights.
Really?
Yeah,
On preview night.
on preview night. We didn't even open. That's how
Cam
hot it
didn't
is in
tell me that.
California.
Yeah, sure, it's the heat.
It has something to do with it.
It's not.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's not helping,
organization.
probably.
No.
It has something to do with it. I could sit here and talk about everything that went wrong on preview night, but we'd be here for another 20 minutes.
I think the heat is a catalyst for anger, so people who may not have been angry enough to leave outright were. That's my interpretation.
I feel like
Valid.
if you did talk about that on stream, your job would be in danger, Cooper. So don't do that.
Oh, that's fine.
Technically, I'm not too involved.
That's fair. But speaking of someone who is very involved, the person mostly involved with our overlays and our intros and all of our fun stuff we see here on the channel, we have Matt playing Garl.
Hello, everyone.
Cool.
I know it is not October yet, but I brought out the spooky goblet.
Mm-hmm.
Currently filled with something that is named after a city,
Fun.
or actually a part of a city.
New York?
Nope.
Chicago.
I hate it here.
Wait, what's everybody gonna be for Halloween? I wanna know.
I don't
Gay.
know yet.
A couch potato? I don't know.
I thought of making a big cardboard cutout and being like, you know, one of those like walking apology videos. Like, draw a YouTube frame around it with thing at the bottom
have-
saying, I'm sorry.
I have thought about going as Deirdre, the Jamie Lee Curtis character from Everything Everywhere All at Once, just because I think that would be very funny. I think I could pull it off. Do like the old face makeup and like get a silver hair wig. I think I could do it.
Probably.
I'll be going as a good old
For
Philip.
your warning, League of Legends, I'm planning on going as Jinx.
Hey, that'll be fun. I can see
You
that.
could
for
pull that off. You could pull that
Mhm.
off.
You could pull that off.
I look forward to hopefully
Already
seeing,
nuts.
I look forward to hopefully seeing that on stream. The 26th?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Wait, are we not streaming? What's going on?
No, I'm saying like we'll
Yeah.
maybe we'll see it on stream on the 26th of October, the Wednesday before Halloween.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, 100%.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm
I think
going
he
to, I'm
just
going,
means
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the stream closest to Halloween.
I'm going to do Bellows for that.
Mm.
Now I actually have to really put some thought into this.
Halloween is on a Monday.
Is it?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Ugh.
Aww.
Well, we're having Colin Chronicle, or Strength of Thousands is going to have a weird It's All a Dream, but is it zombie episode?
That
Oh,
could be
God.
fun.
Do you know Jinx's shark rocket launcher?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yes.
Fishbone!
That's what I-
Fishbone.
That's what I'm dressing Striga as. She's gonna be the shark rocket launcher.
Flawless.
Fish balls. It's so cute.
I'm charging my ult! Holds up the dog.
Oh god, zombie apocalypse at the Magambia. Poor Anchor Root. Anyway. I hope.
You're assuming Anchor didn't start it.
I feel like one of Shazari's alcoholic concoctions would have started. But anyway, those are all of our announcements. That's all of our cast of characters. I'm Will. I run the game and push buttons. I'm basically a trained monkey. Yeah, we'll roll the intro. Last time on The League of Amazing Adventurers, our party, consisting of Garl, Nimbus, Cassandra, and Lynx, made their way to Abjuris, the capital city of abjuration magic in Treladar, where they met with the abjuration archmage Percival Venetrail, who, after revealing the fact that they had rescued much of the buildings and many of the artifacts from the Opal Empire, but strangely enough none of the people were whisked away by their abjuration magic, they asked the party for a little bit of help, knowing that the party was after their sigil of abjuration, and that, quite frankly, they didn't really want to fight them. They asked the party to go and infiltrate the local military officers' school, which used to be a magical school, and get their son Vale out. Giving the party the correct papers to basically have them be as officer candidates for the school. Percival just kind of said, however you get them out, it's fine. If you have to knock them out, I understand. Just bring them back here so that I can start to deprogram them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And yes,
And then we went back to school.
and that's where we
Back
left
to
off.
school. Back to school.
Gotta go back to Hogwarts.
To
Go
prove to
back to
everyone
school.
Carl's new
Gotta
fool.
get up to Hogwarts, where everybody thinks I'm cool. Do witches and wizards and magical beasts.
Careful.
You can't do this
You're
to me.
welcome.
If you start singing show tunes that
You're
I
welcome.
know in front of me, I will just continue it. I will yes and. That's why I do these shows.
You're welcome.
I was referencing Billy Madison.
Cooper was referencing Stargate.
Who here has seen Billy Madison? Who knows what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Oh my
things.
god, I'm so old.
Yeah, you're old. Yeah.
No, Matt, we are cultured. There's a difference.
No, it's an
Okay,
Adam
well.
Sandler movie. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. Sandler movies don't count as culture. I'm
That
sorry.
that hurt me in a way
It's
I don't think I was
archaeology
ready
at
for.
this point.
Ooh.
I know, technically...
No,
it was
no
still-
shade being thrown
I
at
feel
Adam
like it
Sandler.
would still be
but
grave
they were silly
robbing
movies.
for like another 20, 30 years.
Yeah, I'm exaggerating a little bit.
I know there's a line. I need to talk to one of my friends who actually like legit has become an archaeologist. I want to ask her if she knows the line between grave robbing and archaeology.
Here's a crazy thought for you. Cleopatra lived closer to the invention of the space
the
shuttle
iPhone.
than she did to the creation of the pyramids.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
There were ancient Egyptian archaeologists
Yeah.
Yeah.
who didn't play card games.
I really don't like that.
Egypt's old as balls.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we got
adventure,
Treladar to
Hijinks.
deal with.
family problems,
Yeah.
hot
So we're-
moms
Hot moms.
in
Oh, yeah,
your
hot
area.
I'm so
My
sorry.
husband is dead. I don't want love. I just want sex.
Your husband is not dead.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice. Not dead.
I'm not dead yet.
What's that? No,
Anyway,
we're very goofy tonight. I
we're
apologize.
in a silly, goofy mood.
I blame what's in the
chaps.
spooky goblet.
Mhm.
I blame the neurodivergency.
With the amount of good comedy we've produced, I feel like I could be called a goblet of fire. Anyway,
Bit of a stretch, Will.
listen. I need to stretch before going.
So funny.
That's how you get good. It's how you get warmed up. But y'all have your papers. Y'all have.
So
what
we
you-
had gotten onto campus.
Yes, you were heading towards the campus area. The campus is beautiful. There's like this like singular spiral tower, but all around it basically is like an ancillary tower that creates like this sort of like wrap around it. So there's like the central tower where there's classes, but there's also like classrooms on the outside of the tower, and then there's like different dorms. There's several different dorms. It looks like the building itself is big enough. There's several different schools that are basically here. Like there's like a troop school, there's an officer training school, and then there's also a couple other like war-related schools. The reason why there's a troop school here is because the officer candidates, once they get further on in their education, end up getting a troop assigned to them to basically command in like drills and things. So the entire school basically acts as like a military training facility nowadays. As you all are
So obviously, what we need to do is establish a new hierarchy.
as you're
Maybe.
all walking onto
That's at the
campus,
top.
you're given your uniforms. You're given like some textbooks. One good thing about Trelodar is that all the textbooks and educational materials are free. So you know.
The
Wow.
worst country you know did something good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a broken clock is right twice a day.
So you know they do that. So you guys don't have to worry about buying textbooks or anything. The uniforms are
The
pretty
scam.
bog standard military uniform. Like it's like a pantsuit attire for everyone basically.
Okay. We love the bare minimum.
Hair wise, they don't really care what you do with your hair. They just prefer it to be kept neat and kempt.
We already have a problem. I don't know. I could stuff it under like some sort of cap. Do they have a military cap?
Yeah,
I
there's
know,
like
Nim stresses in my hair is bigger than my head.
It's all the humidity,
Mm.
all the magic humidity.
Magic humidity.
magical humidity. Well, that's become a thing for campaign 2
All
now.
right, let's see. Is there any kind of orientation or?
Yeah, so there's like
I
a
know
whole
sometimes
schedule.
at these school events they have.
There is an
well-
orientation and like a new class, like a welcome new class thing. There's going to be an assembly tomorrow to like officially welcome you all, but today there's an orientation. You're in Group C. And
Wow.
then
All in Group C.
yes, you're all in Group C. Purely because I did not want to make multiple NPC tour guides.
Understandable.
And then, yes, you're all in Group C. And otherwise, there's the orientation, and then there's just like an open schedule for like you to move into your dorms, apparently. And then after that, it just says dorm room bonding time.
All right, it looks like that will be our initial point of interception with Vale, probably.
Yes. Also, if everyone wants to make me a perception check, anyone who gets above a
Gladly.
anyone who gets above a 20 can then roll me a d6.
Okay then.
Give me
For the record, Cassandra is Clark Kenting herself and wearing glasses so nobody recognizes her.
Good for her.
I can
Lynx-
barely recognize her.
Darl
Lynx
feels
literally does not care.
Yeah.
things. By the this is gonna be becoming the new. That's odd, but just as a reminder, Garl has permanent true sight on now.
Yes. Any like pure human has some sort of glamour on them, making them look human.
What's the percentage?
Like 5%.
Okay.
Nimbus and Cassandra, the two of you can roll me a d6 as well.
Something about what Will just said is giving me seaweed. 50% sea, 50% weed.
weed.
Yeah, so
I
don't know
we both
why.
got
as,
threes.
as y'all are going onto campus, and like moving through campus, getting ready for the orientation stuff, all three of you see three different couples getting engaged, like proposals happening.
Hot.
Is it something in the water?
Oh my god, Katy Perry, is that you?
Why?
Just
Oh, out of curiosity,
three
Will,
groups of
are
couples
any of the
just randomly got engaged.
new couples under glamour? Or is there any
No.
like this person's actually like a goblin romance going on?
No.
Oh, that'd be cute.
That would be cute.
I'm gonna have Merle roll and see if Merle can't roll with a d6 because I think we all rolled a 3.
Yeah, I mean, it was the
God, we all
same
did.
three couples.
What the hell?
Emerald!
All right,
Merle
Merle
rolled a
gets a D6.
44.
Please, Merle.
Merle got a
Ooh.
6.
Merle
My
sees
sweet
6.
boy.
Merle knows his 6.
Jesus.
Yeah, just a whole lot of people getting engaged on the first day of officers' college.
Slay.
I feel like there's something we're missing here, but I don't know what
I
it
do
is.
too. Maybe it's
Did
just
they get
a-
like extra housing or something? Like, is it like the military?
It just lots of young folks getting engaged. That's it.
Is this like a jab at that American thing where like military people get married super young?
So, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Who knows? But
Well, actually, hold on. What? So to clarify one thing, are these like students getting engaged to each other, or is there someone like seeing someone off on their first day of military school, and they're like, "Before I go, will you marry me?"
like
Aw.
I would say like 70-30%. So 70% students, 30% that situation.
That's gonna be really weird though.
50%
Will you marry me?
weed.
Okay, let's go to class together.
I don't like it.
Can I make a society check to see if maybe I would know why? I do have a Trelladar lore. No, I don't.
We-
But
You're
If you want, you can
derailing
make
this
a society-
episode.
If you want, you can make a society check.
this is just super weird, and I'm curious about it. Shit. Well, 29.
Trelladarian society has really shifted in recent years. So Nimbus, your knowledge base isn't amazing, but like, Gwen would tell you of like certain colleges in Lutania who perhaps were religiously affiliated, where like, or very early on the schooling, couples would just get engaged because someone would say, "Oh, it was a sign of God. It was a sign of insert favored god here." So it might be something similar to that.
Can I make a religion check?
Sure.
Hell yeah. That's a 36.
Yeah. So, Treladar's big gods include people like Asmodeus,
Spicy.
Daddy.
Asmodeus, Abadar, and there's one more god that kind of make the big three gods of Treladar. Iori.
Gotcha.
Those three are kind of like the big ones, and like there's a lot of like benefits to getting married in like a society situation, and you maybe it's the Abadarians getting a little bit like tax benefits, but like
Yeah, maybe. That does sound like an Abadar thing to do. Definitely doesn't sound Asmodean or Yorin.
not Asmodean. Oh, if you die in the war, I get your stuff.
Yeah.
Urine.
Well, I guess that's the best I can do with that information. So I think the tour was first?
Yes,
Like
there's
the orientation?
there's an orientation tour.
Alright, let's see if maybe we can't get a little bit acquainted with the school grounds. It might be in our best interest to see
Do we have a
at
cover
least the
story?
layout.
Like, do we have fake names, or are we just here?
I mean, we can use the fake names that we were using with Alwyn. I'll be Nim Stonewell, and you can be Darl, and Lynx can be Lynx, and Cassandra can be Casadella, I believe was your...
You got it.
Yeah.
Garl starts suddenly like kind of shifting her feet a little bit and is like, as part of the cover, since other people are doing it, should we pretend there's an engagement?
Lynx looks directly at Cassandra, just stares at her
I
for a
mean,
while.
I don't know if it would help with the would it help with the cover story. I mean, there other people are doing it.
I think that's a grand idea, Carl. What do you
Lynx
think,
just
Cassandra?
continues to watch her.
The
And
faintest
anything for
hint
the
of
good of the
steam coming
mission.
out of Garl's ears.
Icky. Anything for the good of the mission. Of course. I think it's a grand idea.
Of course, for the good of the mission.
The good of the mission, right. The good of the mission. Certainly.
Garl reaches into her bag, pulls out just like a rough raw gemstone like the size of a bird's head, not attached to a ring or anything. Falls to both knees and just sort of like shakily just hands it towards Cassandra, seemingly not able to actually look her in the eye, like kind of going so red in the face and kind of beet colored. For you. Will you? Not even paying attention if anyone's watching.
Oh, yes, I will. It's a
She
very big
just
old
kind
hug.
of puts it in your
Wow.
hand, since can't actually put it on your finger or anything, because it's just a hunk of like gemstone or something.
Oh, congratulations to the happy couple.
Wow, guys, that was
What's-
really impressive.
And now, as tradition, we will go to class.
Mm-hmm. You know, you could carry her over the threshold into the dorm rooms. Mm-hmm.
You sure
Nope.
could do
Very
that.
sweet.
I mean, I am very strong. That is probably pretty easy.
It is
Scoop.
tradition.
Remember that time we had to fly you down that hallway because it was filled with disease or plague, I think?
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Wow.
Vaguely.
Can't tell if that was romantic or not.
I think it was.
It was to me.
on account of the plague.
was to me.
Well, proceed then.
What is the general reception of this?
There's kind of a lot of side eye coming towards Garl and Cassandra.
Ooh,
It's like,
interesting.
oh,
Interesting.
that's such a faux pas. Oh, I can't believe she lets her crystal treat her like that. Oh, like stuff like that.
Ew.
I'm now going to be memorizing these people's faces.
We've already made
Dead
a
to me.
terrible impression.
Yes.
Oh, they're not dead to me yet.
Alright, well, let's go on this tour. See if we
Dead
can't
yet.
learn anything.
I will become the school bully.
Nice.
Yeah. So you go to like the designated area, and the tour groups, they are basically smaller groups. So since it's such an elite thing, there's not many new officers brought in every time. Like there's maybe 20 of you, and it's broken up into groups of 5, except for all of y'all who is like the last group or a group of 4. And like just waiting for you is the best way to describe this woman is if there was a version of a military uniform, but it was like a crop top.
Mm-hmm.
What class are we attending? Goodness.
Her hair is just like slicked back and then tied up in like a ponytail, and it's like this like brunette bob.
You're not a lifeguard.
Her
This isn't a
face
beach.
is just like fully plastered on smile.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Jesus.
Like, oh my god, welcome. Oh, it's so good to have y'all here. I've been looking forward to doing this tour for so long. Hi there, I'm Nimbarella. I am one of your upperclassmen. She just like kind of like gauges things. So if you all need anything at all while you're here, just let me know. I will help you out. But we're starting with the tour, okay? So I'm going to show you around the campus. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history, a little bit about the different buildings where you'll be attending classes, where you can hide if you don't want to attend those classes, and things like that. What? No, I'm a cool tour guide. I'm not a narc. You didn't get Jesse. Jesse's a narc. Just like looks
I-
over to this like guy who's just like in these like high-waisted like perfectly pressed military uniform. He has like this like shortly cut blue hair, this like big thick pair of glasses. Jesse's a narc. We don't like Jesse.
Jesse.
But anyway, okay, so let's start off with names because I would feel awful. Like, absolutely awful if I started calling you by the wrong names or just started calling you people. Like, officer candidates just sound so formal to me. I want to get to know you all. I want to be your friend. But yeah. So, any volunteers?
I'm Lynx.
Lynx. All right, I love it. Very primal, grr.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
She's so much.
Remind me your name. You're so fast.
It's
that
Nimbarella. Niberella.
Uh-huh.
She suddenly get pom poms in her hand.
Lynx looks
she-
over
you
to
see her,
Nimbus.
It's like, oh, I can. It's what prestidigitation's for, and then prestidigitation pom poms.
No, that is not how that works.
I'm on actually the mage fight, our local like mage fighting like cheer squad and like pep squad for the school, because like this used to be like a magic college, you know, before all the war stuff started happening, and anyone who was in here like was doing well enough just kind of got sucked into it. Like I became an officer in the military.
Are we still able to take magic classes?
Oh yeah, there's like tons of magic classes, but they're all kind of like war-y now. Like, oh, they completely gutted the magical ethics department, but like, what are you going to do in a war? Who needs ethics when there's people who are lesser than you to kill, right? Cha. Anyway, so.
So,
Now,
hi,
your links.
I'm Nim Stonewell. I'm here for the abjuration course.
She just grabs both of your hands. Oh, another Nim.
Yes, I know, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Oh my God.
You have such a
I
nice
God.
little suffix, though. For me, it's just Nim with a
I
Y.
love the simple though. Like you have no idea how many people just roll their eyes when I add the Urella. Anyway, it's so nice. You're going to love it here. There are so many
I
fun
know, I'm
things.
so excited.
Garl leans down to whisper in Nim's ear, "Do you need a gemstone?"
A gemstone for what?
Well, I mean, she could. We're not really supposed to call you people gemstones. You're Treladarian.
No, I.
warriors.
Never mind.
Like
Hmm.
it's a terrible
just-
thing with some like the newer.
Also, I was
students. They've been
whispering in her
calling-
ear.
They've been calling the gemstone warriors just gemstones, and like
Oh.
sometimes they've been making joke like there's a whole host of like terrible boys who like just like joke about cracking gemstones. It's like killing the gemstone soldiers. It's sort of the thing, putting them to their death.
Oh,
blah blah
how
blah.
dreadful.
Oh, it's absolutely
Well-
terrible. But you know, boys will be boys.
I don't think we'll need to worry about that. I don't think anyone could crack Darl.
I look forward to that. You look like you have your hips about you, Darl. It's so nice to meet you. And she just kind of like gives you like an ancillary shake.
She looks like she has her hips about her.
Yeah.
That
And she
sure
just-
is what she
She
said.
just like looks directly at Corellia now. Oh dear, your RBF is showing.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm Casadella.
Oh, Casadella. Wow, that's such a complex name.
Yeah.
I love
You
it.
can just call me Cass if you need to.
Okay.
Oh my god, that would be so much easier for my little brain to handle. Thank you.
I am uncomfortable with the energy we have brought into the studio today.
Who is the fifth person in our group?
The fifth person in your group, just kind of like standing behind there, is this like little Gripply, and he's just like, hi.
I'm just happy to be here.
The name's Drawny. It's nice to meet you. Hi there. I was
Hi,
supposed to
Johnny.
I was supposed to do the magical engineering course, but they put me as a officer for some reason.
Oh.
So I'm kind of getting pulled into this. Did not want to fight in a war. Oh boy. oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But if I say that out loud in front of the wrong people, I will get the bug kicked out of me. But y'all seem pretty regular, not Kool-Aid drinky, chill.
I mean, we're mostly just here to learn.
Okay, cool, yeah.
It is still a school, after all. At least somewhat,
Well,
correct?
now it's become more of an officer training thing. Like we said, they cut down the entirety of the curriculum. So like about 3 months is all it takes to get someone ready to start commanding troops on the battlefield for Treladar's glory. And yeah, so as I walk you around the campus, I'm going to start going about the day. So every morning, there's sort of like a general officers class that you all have to attend. That one is where we do the Pledge of Allegiance to Treladar. You all know that. Then, from there, you might go to more specific things. So, for example, like if you are going to be a head of a marshal, if you're going to be head of like a martial division of Magic Knights, there's that. If you're going to be head of like a more ranged group, a ranged bombardment or artillery group, there's that class. If you're going to be head in like the divination corps to try to gather enemy tactics, there's that. And then of course is the alchemical and the artificy corps, but those are usually more supports. However, leaders for those are still needed. Based on what your general talents are, they kind of separate you all based off of that. You're all coming in on recommendation, so you probably have a little bit more freedom, especially because it's like Percival. Like, he's kind of a big deal. So you probably will just be able to kind of pick what classes you want to go to until like you really settle things down. So probably like within this like first week. And like honestly, like it's a 3-month program and like the war's supposed to be over in like a couple of weeks. Like we're supposed to just end it. Apparently we're just going to kill everyone else. So like, you know.
That seems like a really good battle strategy.
Yeah,
It's
like
an interesting strategy.
I don't really
Correct.
pay attention to it, but like from my understanding, we have like some sort of like magical super weapon that we're going to use.
Oh yeah.
It's like a derivative of like, I don't know, some artifact. And then the little Gripply speaks up, the lenses of creation, the artifact that ended the First Great War, the greatest magical artifact of all existence that held immense amounts of article power. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, do you know how
Yeah.
they're planning on powering it this time around?
I don't know. I think they had some sort of like battery worked out. Like I said, I am literally just a tour guide and I'm going off of everything I hear.
Fair enough.
No, yeah, you're doing such a great job.
But yeah, so that's held
Super
in,
informative.
that's held in the main hall. That's in that central spire. It's right at the top for you all officer candidates. Then, of course, your other classes are throughout there. Of course, there's the magical artillery course and those like more specialized classes. Really, whatever you could think of are in the ancillary rings around that tower. And then we have like, all right. So if you ever don't want to go to a class, like just say you're getting really annoyed with the professor or like someone like Jessie, and she like looks over, sees that Jessie guy just doing like a very good tour by the looks of it, is in that class and you don't want to deal with them. Okay, so if you look from here, she like points down to like this small building. So those are sort of like a set of bathrooms. But they're kept magically clean and like they don't smell bad or anything. Oh, and yes, please use the bathrooms. And like down there is the bathrooms. You can just like go
Do
hang
people
out
not
there.
use the bathrooms?
Some mages like to use like fireball to get rid of it randomly. Like they say, oh, it's taking time for my studying. It's disgusting.
Is there not a
Wouldn't
janitorial staff?
prestidigitation? I mean, if you really had to.
Yeah, but like, you know, people should just, you know, use the bloody bathroom. But it's right down there. That's one of them. But that's kind of like the one that people go to hang out in if they don't want to go to a class. It's like the teachers will look for you in the other bathrooms, but they won't look there because it's slightly out of the building and it's usually pretty hot. And you know how professors are. They're like dainty and they don't like going out into the sun. Oh god, especially the professor of the necromancy track. He hates going out into the sun. I think it's because he's a vampire.
It seems like it would be the obvious answer.
Yeah, that does sound. Yeah.
Anyway, But yeah, so like there's that. Officers have their own dorms. It's the building there. It's the one with the golden roof. Each of the different tracks has a dorm room, has a different set of dorms. The troops are in that like kind of sketchy red building over there. Then we have the officers in this like gold roof building, and then the support course folks are in the blue roof building. It's also sort of like a social hierarchy in the school. Like as officers, we're like the top of the top, and then the troops are like the bottom of the bottom, and then the support folks are kind of just in the middle. No one really bothers with them unless they're needed.
Hypothetically, Garl struggles to say the word hypothetically. Who would be, if you say there's like a hierarchy, the people at the top? If someone were to defeat the person at the top in single combat, would that new person then be ruler of the school?
Well, I mean, like we have like, I guess like there's like there's like the arch homecoming, like that's coming up at the end of the week, where like we have like this sort of like archmage and archmaster like duo voted on.
All I'm hearing in my brain is prom king and queen. What?
Yeah, honestly.
All Nim is thinking is we can't stay that long.
I was also thinking that I'm like, I don't think we have that much time.
No, we don't.
Don't you want a chance to become fantasy prom king and queen, Cassandra and Garl?
I think if we had 3
mean-
weeks that we were originally proposed to have, we could, like, unfortunately, it got...
We did this to ourselves.
I mean, we'll probably just be able to like declare ourselves by the end of all this. We'll be running this place, I'm sure.
But yeah, so like that's the tour. You know, we have a library, we have a cafeteria. Really, all the school spots are open to y'all. Anything that you think a school should have is there. And like this one also has a guidance department, and it's actually useful, unlike most of them. And you know,
Is there like a campus pub?
I mean, there's like the mess hall. It's a dry campus, so we're not supposed to have alcohol on campus. But like, you know, some students will.
Girl's
brew.
face just kind of falls a little
Or
bit.
what?
Some students will kind of like brew their own. Like the support course students, I think there's like a little speakeasy they have. I don't know. I'm not really in the know for that type of thing.
I mean, I'm not much of a drinker, but, I mean, students have their own businesses and liquor. I mean,
The thing
it's certainly
is,
creative.
Well, the thing is, so like, as students, we're supposed to be like, especially the officers, we're supposed to be like the highest of Trilodarian society. So there's like a strict code that we have to follow. Actually here, and she hands you like this book that's like this thick. This is the
Cassandra
handbook.
just
This is the handbook for officers. You each get one. You need to memorize it by tomorrow.
Cassandra's already like,
Thank you.
You know, it's things like, a curfew is a strict curfew, 8 p.m. No extracurricular dancing. Just all that. Very draconian.
We must summon the Kevin Bacon.
Is there studies that show that this improves people's education?
I think this was imposed by the military. It's kind of like the linchpin that the academy's built in on now, like between that and like, you know, classism.
True.
Gotcha. All right. Well, this was a lovely tour. I suppose I'll see you at there was some sort of dorm
Yes,
mixer.
there's like a bonding event tonight where you're gonna meet like the other people starting out. I'll keep Jesse away from you. He's terrible. And like just like, and then she sees him. Fuck you, Jesse.
Jeez.
And you just see like Jesse just kind of like slump down a little bit. If you want, you can make
Poor
a perception.
Jesse.
You can make a perception check.
I would love to.
Yeah, I need to know what exactly this beef is.
Did they break up? Is that what happened?
33 for me and a 39 for Merle.
Does not notice it. Does not notice it. Cassandra does not notice it. Link's got a 43. Garl.
Hold on, I'm looking for perception for some reason. 47.
Ooh,
So
nice.
Lynx and Garl, the two of you notice, like whenever she screams at him, there's like just this like smallest bit of like, here we go again, like this like, oh, this is the game we're playing.
A little slap kiss.
Yeah,
Wow.
like there's like
So
the
they're just out
slightest-
here being spicy
Yeah.
on main.
Oh yeah.
Ew.
Lynx wiggles his eyebrows at Jesse and just lets him sit in that for a while.
Yeah, he does. He kind of like looks Lynx up and down.
He looks back over to Nimbarella and just
What? What's going on? What is this?
Nimbarella, darling.
No, I know. I'm watching you do this and I'm like very
Oh.
confused because I didn't cluck what was going on.
But yeah,
I'll tell you when you're older.
Fuck you.
I mean, I could tell you now if you can help me find some booze on this campus.
Goodness gracious. All right. Let's all get settled into the dorms and then we can go to the little mixer and hopefully we will meet all sorts of new people.
yeah. So the dorms are co-ed.
Mm-hmm.
So you.
It's just like, it's a military thing. The dorms have 6 in them. However, your room only has 5 of the beds occupied with your whole group, including your little Ripley friend, who has literally like taken like a drape. Essentially, it's like y'all seem like pretty close to each other.
Hmm.
Hey, Darryl, could I borrow your like strength for a minute?
Carl kind of just looks to a nod, like whether or not a nod or not from Cassandra. Okay.
Cool. Can you just help me push this bed into a corner? I don't want to take up too much space. Y'all seem like, have some type of like thing going on, and I don't want to like really intrude on that.
I mean,
Very thoughtful.
we
No,
don't,
like
we don't
not
mind.
not a thing like that. Just like you all seem like you know each other and are like close friends already, and like I don't want to be like the outsider that just got plucked into the group as some sort of comedic relief for like 5 episodes of the show or something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's-
didn't mean to make you feel unwelcome.
Oh no, I don't feel
Apart from this ravaging beauty, I have never met these other two peoples.
That's true. We
You're-
were introduced recently.
interesting. But anyway, I feel
I
like
have heard that before.
I still kind of feel like I'm fifth wheeling, and like honestly, I feel like we're not all into the same things. Like I feel like the stuff that interests me is very different from you all. So like I'm okay with just taking up my space, using the room to sleep and study. Like try not to do anything too egregious. Just like no fires in the room. I think that's like a good bare
course.
minimum.
Goodness, of course not.
Maybe.
What are you into?
I mean, like, are we talking about like hobbies or like just like stuff in general? Like, what do you want to know? I'm kind of an open book, but like, I'm pretty fucking
Hot-
boring.
This is a good start.
Sure, I like to write from time to time, like journaling. I enjoy listening to music.
Mhm. Yeah.
I enjoy sketch comedy. That's fun.
There it is. Got it.
Stuff like that. Yeah, just normal stuff.
Normal.
Yeah, normal stuff. Nothing weird about me at all. I'm just a regular old Gripply, here to
Is he
hop
lying?
along the educational path ahead of me.
Is he lying?
Yeah, he is. He's hiding something from me, Nim.
I mean, is it anything True Sight reveals?
No, there's nothing True Sight
Okay.
reveals. He's just like, yeah, I'm just here to hop along my educational path and not make too many waves in the water.
I'm going to start a cult.
Oh, come on now. You can't fool me. I think you've got higher ambitions than that.
Listen, I am simply a non-assuming Gripply. I'm a frog person who, quite frankly, could be boiled alive by some of the mages at this school. So keep my head down and keep it on my shoulders.
I don't think that is exclusive to Gripply's. Technically, anyone can be boiled alive.
Yeah, I realize that, but do you want to be boiled alive? I'm not going to shame you, Darl. I'm not going to shame you, but like I don't want to be boiled alive.
No, I'm just never mind.
Yeah.
Well, what are you here to study?
I mean, initially I was supposed to be studying like magical engineering, but now it's been,
That's
like,
right, you mentioned that.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to be thrown into like a support corps commanding position. Like I think like supply chains and stuff. Like, you know, I've always enjoyed resource management games. Like, okay, this is technically contraband, so this is like on the hush hush. Okay. He opens up like a suitcase and he just pulls out a board game.
Games.
Okay, now I said hush hush. Okay?
We're
This is technically contraband. I don't want them taking
I'm going to
this
go
away
make sure
from
the
me.
door is locked.
It is a special edition game. It's a special edition printing. All right, it takes place. It's called Settlers of Kalma. And he pulls it up. And he sets up a board that looks like that's a board that essentially looks like Kalmia. It's like
Interesting.
I mean, it's basically Catan, but it's Catan.
Have you ever been to Kalmia?
Never. I've never left Trelladar in my life.
Oh, you're
Also
kidding.
Also lying to you.
Fascinating.
Why would he lie about that?
I am purely from Trelladar. Always been from Trelladar. Yeah.
I think you're having me on.
I don't know what you're talking about. If you want, you can make a society check.
I would also like to try to make a little check here.
Yeah, anyone can make a society check.
Cassandra's just reading the rule book for the game.
She would.
So,
Don't think I rolled over a 5 for Nim all night. Jesus.
Nim, this doesn't catch your ear, but for Lynx, it does. Every so often when they speak Lynx, they kind of like their tone shifts from like a very Trelladarian dialect to something that you would have heard more often like the Magisguard Wastes.
It's funny, that's actually kind of what I was anticipating. Can I try to parse out exactly where it may be?
Yeah, if you want, you can make another society check to Anne Birkin.
Nice.
And Burkett. It's a 41.
You're getting Port Peridot vibes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You know, you strike me as someone that might do well on the docks. Maybe haggle a little bit in a certain port.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have been a landlocked frog my entire life. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What can I say? I'm incredibly boring, unassuming Gripply. Just
Did you
here to do my thing.
Okay.
Anyone-
That's pretty interesting. I can only imagine that maybe you stopped off in Lazui probably when you got here, no? Or did you fly?
You are making me uncomfortable.
Your voice betrays you, is all I'm
You're
saying.
making me. Oh boy, that makes me real uncomfortable. Okay.
I'll let it slide. I'll drop it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So you were
might drop it, but I'm rather curious.
you were born in Treladar, yes.
I'm born, and I came out of a Treladarian spawning pool.
How long
Are there
ago?
Treladarian spawning pools?
How long ago were you born in Treladar?
I was born a certain number of years that would make me an adult.
Okay.
Once
Are
again,
there spawning
Nimbus,
pools in Treladar?
Totally lying to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want, you can try to make an impression with the diplomacy.
I think I will. I think I will.
He's
try
a
that.
spy! Narc!
46.
I think like this takes place like while you're playing the game. Like, you know,
Yeah.
every so often you give them a good resource trade. And just like while you are all playing the game, eventually it kind of ends in like a sort of like general like tie. It's like a stalemate. And he's just like, yeah, okay. And just like the way he's talking, this guy is not an adult. Like he is the Gripply equivalent of like 16.
Oh.
He's like saying, yes, I'm glad that this is a dry campus. The alcohol, I've heard, is very dangerous.
Oh, so true,
Yes,
yeah.
So dangerous.
Alcohols.
Why do we keep running into the young ones in this little mini part of the campaign?
I don't know.
We do, huh?
But yeah, Nim, with that 46, what do you say to him? What do you like to do with that?
Shameless request. I can make it a 48.
Okay. What's the shameless request?
You know, I think you're holding back. You keep putting yourself down and saying, oh, you're so unassuming and all of that, but I don't think that's true. I think you've got a secret. Come on, spill it.
Well, you did give me that sheep for 1 wheat. That was a really good deal.
That was a good deal.
It was. Okay. I'm not from Trelenar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the Opal Empire.
Truth?
Yes.
Huh.
And I'm on
Interesting.
a secret mission.
Sent by whom?
The voices that helped me escape Trelenar.
Oh, this took a turn.
No, like, seriously. Like, here, let me... I don't know. Like, the door's locked, right?
Yes, Star locked it.
Okay, so, like... And you just see this, like, little Gripply, like, take out some candles. And arrange them in a circle around himself. And, like, after, like, a few moments of meditation, he, like, begins to float up a little bit. And, like, his eyes, like, roll back. And then you just see, like, a third Gripply eye appear in, like, the middle of his forehead and open up. It's like, see...
Okay.
And I don't know what to call myself, but, like, you know, I got this, and, like, this thing, like, shows me, like, there's, like, little, like, dots of, like, where to go, and that led me to this, and he, like, goes into a bag, and he pulls out this, like, black stone tablet that is radiating magic.
Oh my. With Read Aura up, what is that thing?
Conjuration. And abjuration.
Okay. Interesting.
Or here.
If you want,
Just
you
in
can make
case.
me a Arcana check to, like, get a better idea as to what this item is. 46. So it's your diplomacy.
That's a nat 20 on Arcana. That is a
Nice.
natural,
That's a natural
20.
Natural
I think
20.
you're
Nimbus, you know exactly what this does. This is a warding stone. A warding stone that, once activated, essentially sapped a whole bunch of people into it. Into like a little pocket dimension. It's like a human Pokeball, but a slate tablet. All those people that were missing the Opal Empire are probably in this.
Don't drop
Nimbus
it.
begins to cry. Nimbus cries immediately.
Wow.
And like ever since I've gotten my hands on this thing, like it just like I washed up onto a shore on Treladar, like holding this thing for dear life, and then it was just like, hey, keep going, do this stuff for us, help us get out of here, go to this school. You need to get into the basement. There's something there, and so that's what I'm here for. I forged some papers. I killed a guy, and yeah.
May I ask who you killed?
If I'm being entirely honest, I don't know his name. He just had papers for this school, and I needed to get in.
Okay.
Valid.
What is the name you were going by? Just so we know.
I mean, it's the name I told y'all. I was just using my own name. Was I not supposed to use my own name?
Well, what was the name on the paperwork from the person you...
Oh, I just scribbled it out and put my name on it.
What was written on the paperwork before you scribbled it out?
If I'm being entirely honest, I don't remember.
Oh God.
I just scribbled it out.
It wasn't Vale Venthrale, was it?
Nah, no, it was not a V. I think it was like a CD. It was like a hard It was like a hard cadet name. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, still not great, but, at least it's not what we're looking for, so,
Oh, what are y'all doing here? You're not.
well,
you're not
the good news is,
officers?
we're on a little bit of... Nimbus kind of looks from side to side to see, like, gauge the response from the rest of the team before she answers that.
It's trustworthy enough.
Lynx nods to her.
A little
Yeah.
stupid, but
Well, we are here, to find one Vale Venthrale, son of Percival Venthrale, the Archmage of Abjuration, and bring him back to his father, so that his father might deprogram all of the horrific things that Treladar has put into his head, so that we might wrest his sigil from him for the purposes of unseating the current Archmage.
Yeah, you know, I'm getting brainwashy vibes from this nation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I
Like-
mean, some of it is just very virulent propaganda, and I think some of it is actual genuine possession and brainwashing, and it's a little bit hard to tell which is which. So I'm going to try to keep the killing people to a minimum because I don't know who is collateral damage of greater plans and who is... Sorry, what's that, Darl?
Darl just raises a hand and then puts a finger to her mouth very quietly, turns, and then in a swift motion unlocks the door and just flings the door open, just then looks around the hall outside the room.
Shit.
Is anyone listening at the door or anything?
As you like stick your head out and look about, you just see Jesse
Oh!
Is he listening?
at one end of the hallway, and then like Nimbarel at the other end of the hallway, who quickly like take opposite ends of the hallway, appear immediately upon the door opening.
Do they ask me to come play with them forever and ever?
No, they just like, oh shit, someone's here. Like you think like they might have been like doing like a little like down the hall, across the hall flirting, and like getting caught. They were like, no.
Okay.
Lynx.
Darl's
Lynx.
just like, go about your business. Closes the door again, relocks it.
You just hear,
Lynx?
"Fuck you, Jesse," and then
Lynx sticks his head out of the door and just looks at Jesse. Wiggles his eyebrows.
are you doing, Lynx? I don't...
Don't worry about
Stirring
it.
the pot. Stirring the pot.
No, but why do you keep looking at people and wiggling your eyebrows? Like, I don't understand.
Oh, it's not
what
people.
you're-
It's one person.
Flirting.
Lynx, do you have a crush?
Oh no, I don't.
Well, then why are you flirting?
I'm not flirting, but I see the flirting.
I don't understand.
I know it's okay.
Don't condescend to me.
I truly am not trying to. I just don't think that you're
That's
ready
just
to
your
know.
voice?
I think it's
No,
just
I just don't think you're ready to know. I think that you'll be more disgusted than you will be like relieved.
Okay, but at least I don't have to set up like secrecy veil now. That's good. I'm a little bit afraid of the dark, so it just kind of like takes the curtain down.
May I see that tablet?
Sure, it's like a stone tablet.
Nimbus very gently, in two hands, like takes it and sees.
Oh, I've fallen off of a building with that thing. It's nigh indestructible.
Well, that's good.
I was getting chased by like some magic knight things, and then I just kind of jumped off the building because it told me to, and then I landed on it and I was fine, and it was kind of weird, but you know.
Do you normally jump off of buildings because
I try to
stone tablets
avoid
tell you
it.
to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, listen, I may be an idiot, but I don't have a death wish.
Well, that's good. I'm going to try messaging possibly 1 million people at once.
Do you cast Nimbus? Do you cast message and target the thing?
I think I'm going to specifically target Lady Vanthrail, if I can.
Make me a will save.
A will save. Ooh. 47. That's a critical success, if it's a success.
That is a critical success then. For the briefest of moment, there is a cacophony of voices calling for help. And then just one. Help. Percival, you're my only hope. Help.
Help me, Percival Kenobi. My only hope.
I hate it here.
I'm not Percival, per se, but I was sent by him.
Help. Percival.
He sends his
help.
warm regards.
It's almost like it's stuck on repeat. It's like the last it's like the last mental message that these people had before going in there. It's what's going on.
Help how?
Help. Help, Percival. Help.
Oh.
Lugrip is just like, yeah, I try not to talk to it too long. Otherwise, I start bleeding.
Oh.
But, you know, I see, like, bits of light. I was told there's something in the basement of, like, the main tower. There's something there for me by them, like some sort of, like, magical energy source that I could, like, tap it into and do something with. I don't really know what it'll do, but I was told to go down there, so that's what I'm doing. Because when the magical stone tablet that literally gave you a third eye tells you to do something, you listen to that shit.
Valid.
Okay, that's
Unless
fair.
it tells you
fair
to
enough.
kill your friends. Then don't kill your friends, but like I feel like
Yeah.
You should kill your mom.
I don't even know if my mom's still alive. Weird.
Oh,
Oh well.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Well,
it's fine
if
based
she
on
was
like,
in the Opal Empire, she maybe.
I mean, we were all in the Opal Empire. Like, rights to be, I should be dead right now. But I was just floating in the ocean with this stone, and I woke up on a beach, and I was like, huh, Treladar. And they were like, yo, help us, help us, help us. And then third eye, and then suddenly, oh, I can see a line. Okay, I'll follow this line.
Okay. All right. Well, perhaps after whatever dorm bonding means to the good folks of Treladar, we can maybe go on an escapade
A what?
to the basement. An escapade?
Bless you.
An what? A jaunt, an evening walk
Oh.
to the basement.
Okay, why didn't you just say that?
Because escapade is more.
Bless
okay,
you.
Well,
Bless
okay.
you.
Okay, we're just going to do the dorm bonding thing, and then we can do a little mission.
Yeah. I mean, we can check out that basement.
On that Aaron Yeager
Tears.
type beat.
Literally tearing up a little bit.
That made me happy. That was a fun interaction for me to play. I'm sorry.
I bet it was.
really
It was pretty
enjoyed that.
organic of you, buddy. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. How long is it until the dorm bonding?
Oh, by now there's like 15, 20 minutes until then. You guys have spent a lot of time back. Y'all didn't have much to unpack anyway.
Yeah, no. Plus, we had so much time to spend playing Settlers of Calmia.
Settlers of Calmia.
I hate the robbers so much.
Fucking dysentery.
The robber is like a little Ray mini.
This raises so many questions.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Too much.
Interesting.
But yeah. The common room is bumping. There's like a bowl of punch that like Jesse is like serving out like a cup at a time to people and be like, okay, now you only get 2 cups of this. Only 1 slice of pizza. Da 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 da. And you have Nimbarella like bouncing around every so often, just calling Jesse.
Please, is the pizza cut into like little thin strips?
Oh yeah.
Oh, my favorite. It's like we're back in elementary school.
I'm sorry. I know this is mostly military, but even soldiers have to eat. Does no one here know how to conjure food?
I mean, I
Maybe.
can conjure food, but it requires a wild animal and a sword.
I meant magically.
I mean, what I do is pretty magical at times. I do say so myself.
There's like one guy, there's like one student who has like some conjured food with him. But it's and like all the other students are like, wait, you know how to conjure food? My dude. Like it seems like it's crazy that this person knows how to magically cook.
I mean, it's just a combination of create food and prestidigitation if you want it to taste good. It's a 2nd level spell.
A lot of these people are like strictly combat only. Some of them have no other life skills.
Not even the support crew?
The support crew aren't in the storm. This is the officers.
Oh, excuse me.
Interesting. Well, I'm looking around for Vale.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the person we're supposed to be looking for.
Oh yeah, the person we're supposed to.
I, as much like Garl, completely forgot what we were actually doing here.
It's a bit of a fixer-upper.
You were enjoying some happy officer training college times.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. As you're looking about, there is like kind of awkwardly standing in a corner, reading like a book on Treladarian tactics.
Of course.
Is Vale. They're like their full uniform. They're like pressed. They're like not like sitting. It looks like they're doing air chair while they're reading this book. If that makes sense.
Air chair?
Yeah, like where you.
Oh, like a
pretend-
wall sit?
Like a wall sit.
Okay.
It's like they're working out during this thing.
Kinda hot.
And then they're just kind of like reading their book, ignoring people, and like as people like come up and try to talk to them, they'll like close their book for the moment, give them the time of day, and say, "I really need to get back to this." And then
What are they reading exactly?
Treladarian Tactics.
Have I read it?
No, this is like a new printing of the book.
Ooh.
What was the old printing like?
The old printing of the book was a pretty standard, like how to use mages correctly on a battlefield affair. The new printing, this is probably one of your textbooks. If you want to run back to your room and give it like a skim, you can.
Yeah, Cassandra will, like, grab her copy, and she'll browse through it, and she'll just comment, interesting what they decided to change.
Basically anything that could be seen as, like, something humane has been taken out. It is just a book of, hey, if you need to deal with a civilian settlement, use artillery magic to bombard it, and stuff like that. It's basically a book on
I have a civilian settlement and I need cash now.
Call evocation
Civilian
mages.
settlement.
Yeah, Jenkins, do you see that settlement over there? Yes? I don't want to anymore.
And like even in like the writing of like the tactics books, it's like, yes, any non-Treladarian officials, soldiers, or civilians are lesser beings and could be taken away from the world, so that Treladar may have more resources to magically protect and advance this world. Stuff like that.
What do you think about the updates? You have read the previous books, haven't you?
You're talking to him?
Yeah.
I've only ever gotten my hands on the current printing. It's what Treladarian High Command has asked. Many of the old
They've
books
asked that we only read this printing?
Many of the old books I've been told have a terrible inefficiency in their tactics.
Perhaps, but it is important to know of what tactics came first and how they've been updated.
Yes,
if you're serious about this, of course.
If you're a person who's like into history of it, but I think like the most current knowledge is the most useful thing, and like this is the knowledge that's brought to us by Treladarian High Command. I can think of no other people better to give us this knowledge than them. I mean, we're winning a war, and they keep reading the book. Like this, for instance, taking a settlement near water and breaking down the earth around it to drown the settlement and let nature do its bidding for you. That's genius tactics. I mean, yes, you'll lose a couple ungifted, but that's not the end of the world. It's one less battery.
I suppose it has some short-term benefits.
I start memorizing this person's face.
Fair.
I apologize. Vale. My name is Vale. It's a pleasure.
Casadella.
Casadella. Not very Treladarian.
Isn't it?
Well, Nimbus or Nim would probably be a little bit closer, but you know. Can't blame your parents for being wrong, right?
Actually, it's a bit derivative of some of the founding members of Treladar's name.
The founding members of Treladar aren't worth the glory of the current Treladar. If not for the Archmage, the Valenfall family, we would not be seeing nearly as much success as a nation as we are now. If anything, you would want to be a derivative of that. So maybe like a Kefala? It doesn't really work with your name. Maybe like a Val? A Val would be a very good Treladarian name nowadays. I think I might name I've never had a child.
Do you know the name of the Archmage?
Yes, of course. Anyone who knows anything knows the name of the Archmage. I don't know their full name. I know their last name.
Last I heard, it was supposed to be keeping on the down low.
I mean, their full name is, yes, of course. That can be used in true name magic. That's dangerous. But, you know, last name, it's proper to give glory where glory is deserved. And they're sharing Treladar's prosperity with the rest of the world, so I feel like they earn a fair amount of glory.
Although you must admit, knowing past tactics would be, well,
I feel like they're derivative
beneficial to our...
I feel like they're derivative of the current tactics that are working just fine. Treladar's current ideals and current path is strong, and we are a powerful nation of mages. And of course, you know, we have the ungifted that we drag about with us, but I think that Treladar's position is strong, and we should continue to revel in that.
But considering the tactics they're currently using to try to end the war are the tactics that they used the first time around, well...
I would disagree.
The historical significance is undeniable.
I think the historical significance of using a magical artifact as a magical weapon is very mute.
I'll agree to disagree.
This is a conversation that's obviously happening between Cassandra and Vale. What are other people doing? Like, are we standing around in just a circle listening to this?
Well, as people are finishing up eating, like as that conversation is coming to an end, Nimbarel says, "All right, everyone, let's get into a circle." And she's like,
how well do we do at making a circle?
She's trying to like get a whole bunch of young adults to get into a circle together.
Roll to make circle.
I'm just assuming that I'm just gonna kind of pull Nim aside real quick. I'm just gonna whisper there. If we get the chance, are we trying to get this guy alone and take him?
Yes, I suppose so. I mean, we were going to try to do it diplomatically if we could get away with it, but I don't know.
It seems kind of awful.
Well, we knew that going into it. That's why his father wants him home, so we can... The word he used was deprogram, so that's...
Now, his dad's a powerful wizard, right?
Yes, very powerful wizard.
Could he conceivably raise someone from the dead?
Oh, I would not go so far. I think
it would make it a lot easier.
No,
I think it's a good question.
No, it would not be anything easier. If we were to kill someone on campus, first of all, I think we'd be immediately detained. Second of all, I don't even think that would be endearing to Percival.
I lure him away for talk of magic or something like, oh, I know where some untalented people are hiding on campus. I need your help to go be war criminals to them. And then when he's alone with me, I just, break his neck.
That would totally work.
Put some sunglasses on him and just kind of walk him out. Oh, he's had too much to drink.
Weekend at Vale's.
Also, it would be really satisfying. He's kind of an asshole.
So Percival is, he does abjuration, which is not the same thing as necromancy.
Okay,
and that's also fair. Very expensive, what you are proposing. So let's, I suppose as a last...
If you want to get a read on how expensive it would be, you can make a society check.
Gladly.
Oh, I do have a thought. If I wrap him in my chains of suggestion just keep suggesting him to follow us, we can lead him out like...
This guy's probably like a CR5.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I could literally just break his neck and kill him in one thing, probably.
Probably.
I know, but still, I really don't think Percival
but you shouldn't
super
do
inclined to give us his sigil.
All right, well, again, though,
just drop his son's dead body on his doorstep.
I got this. Just let me check the name of this again.
I'm just gonna say this is all over message.
Okay.
I'd assume so.
I do have
everyone in the circle. Come
on.
I
do have my chains of compliance, so I could wrap him up and just keep casting suggestion on him, and we could lead him out like a dog.
All right, let's hold that thought.
I'm worried the longer we're here, the longer people are going to figure out that I don't really belong here because I can barely read.
Oh, Carl. We'll figure it out. We've got this. This.
Don't get me to sign any yearbooks.
All right, everyone. So today we're going to do some name games to get to know each other. We're going to test your literacy.
The name game.
We're just going to do a little name game to get to know each other. So we're going to go around the circle. And what I want you to do is I want you to say your name. And then for this round, we'll do an animal. All right, so an animal that starts with the same letter as your name.
Oh, the letters game.
And then after that, we'll do like some sort of like predisposition to your name. So like, for example, if someone's name was Will, it could be like a wacky Will or like a walrus Will, something like that. All right, so we're going to go around the circle, and we'll start with Jesse, because nobody likes Jesse.
Every day, a fresh new hell.
Laying that out there, just in the middle of the room.
Everyone just like awkwardly laughs, and you just see Jesse like, well, playing on to type then. This should certainly make our other host happy. Jackass Jesse. And there's like some chuckling, and then, you know, we go around the circle, and eventually it comes to Cassandra.
Chatty Casadella?
All right. And then it comes to Garl.
Nimbus just messages you.
Cassandra whispers, dominating Darl.
Dominating Darl. Oh.
Make me a perception check.
Well, wait, do we have to do an animal or an adjective?
Either one.
Okay.
39. Nimbus, the second Garl says dominating Darl. There's like a couple of people who are far too interested in that. Continuing on, it comes to Nim.
Hello, Nightingale Nim.
Oh, that's a good one. And then we come to Lynx.
Lusty Lynx. Yeah.
As you say that, a like toy hammer begins to like float in the air towards you, Lynx. And then you just see Nimbarella like wave her hand, and the hammer just like bonks you. There's like a little squeaking. It's like, and we've just discovered the first rule of dorm game night. Horny gets the bonk.
That's a good rule.
And then like a couple other guys are like, and then bonk bonk.
Correct.
And yeah.
What does our little froggy friend say?
He just kind of stands there awkwardly. What, Cooper?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
What was that, Cooper? Share it with
Nothing.
Share it with the class, Cooper.
No.
Cooper,
This is our family-friendly street.
Fair enough, but yes. They kind of just like brush it off. Like, you notice that they're actually like not there. It looks like they slipped into like a bathroom.
Oh, he's shy.
But yeah, after like a couple of games of that, you play a rousing game of Fantasy Zip Zap Zop.
Oh, delightful.
Delightful
like,
indeed.
Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo or something?
They also
Did
have,
you not
like,
play Zip Zop Zop at Amda Abbey?
No, I played Zip Zap Zop. I was just trying to make it fantasy oriented.
Okay.
Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo was the first thing that came to mind.
And then like Jesse does prestidigitation. He's like, does everyone know prestidigitation?
Darl kind of just looks down at her feet.
Okay.
Lynx looks at his little hands and just bats his bat ears.
Okay, kind of like looking around. Alright, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to throw you this prestidigitation energy ball, and every time the ball is thrown, it changes in shape and color. And Jesse begins like throwing it, and like each like person's casting prestidigitation. And Garl, as the ball's coming towards you, people like someone you notice like Nimbarella is actively like subtly casting prestidigitation to like make it change.
Oh.
Same thing with Lynx. Anyone who can't cast prestidigitation, Nimbarella's kind of catching for them.
No.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And yeah, the games continue on. Eventually, like the big circle like gets broken up, and Nimbarella's just like, "All right, everyone, enjoy a little bit more pizza. We can have enough for everyone to get another slice." And then, spend some time, get to know your classmates and your dorm mates. Try not to get into any more proposals, and then there's like some chuckling about.
Where's at this school?
Can I go up to her once people have dispersed?
Yeah.
All right, so I have to ask, what is the trend with these proposals? It's awfully romantic, but
Oh, it's just
seems a little bit antithetical juxtaposed with all of the military to do. You know what I mean?
The thing is, right, like, at Treladar right now, we need more people. Treladar is going to be expanding soon, and so, like, there's a lot of, like, incentive to get married very young and start having a family.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, I suppose, love is a thing to celebrate no matter what the cause.
I mean, I suppose so. I'm not really looking to have kids, probably ever, so I'm never going to see any of these benefits, but, you know.
Sorry, what was that, Will?
She was just saying how she's not planning on having kids, probably ever. But
Oh,
For her.
good for you.
Valid.
I don't want to bring a kid into this world.
Fuck them kids.
Like, even I
Why
know,
is that?
even
I
I know
mean-
things are fucked up right now, right? Like, it's a world war. Like, knowing Treladar, there's probably some secret project that ages up babies to use them as soldiers or something. She chuckles as she walks off.
She probably notices that Nimbus can't, even Nimbus, who is legendary in deception, cannot bring herself to laugh at that.
Garl turns and looks directly into the camera and winces.
Oof.
Oof.
And the whole crowd didn't like that.
But yeah, Vale starts heading back towards the room. It looks like Vale has a private room.
Private.
Well,
where
I
there are
thought
no
I had a
witnesses.
plan.
Where there are no witnesses, you say.
Ooh.
You have a plan?
I thought I had a plan, but I'm not sure how well Vale is going to take it and or respond to it.
Mhm.
I was hoping his passion for Treladar extended to Treladar's histories at least a little bit, and I was going to come to him as a dream as Corellia and tell him to go back to his dad because you know, for the glory of the country or whatever. But I don't think that'll work. I could still give it a go, but I doubt it's going to work.
No. If you do you relay the conversation you had with him to the group?
Yeah.
No, judging by your conversation, he seems a little bit backwards. I mean, it's one thing to be... I mean, I hesitate to call anyone in Treladar forward-minded, but it's one thing to advocate for the new means, but it's a different thing entirely to say, what is it that the new ways informed the old? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
Certainly brave.
I mean, that is just simply not how time works.
Oh no, of course. I just think it's brave to be that stupid.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I could still try, give it a go, maybe scare him a little bit.
I don't know about
I mean, it's one thing to say,
scaring,
like, oh, screw the past. It's another to have, like, a ghost of one of the founders come to you in a dream.
On Christmas Eve.
I
Yeah,
suppose
be
it
like a
could
warning,
be.
like, this way will bring about the end of this country you care about, the country I worked so hard to found. Like, give a little.
I suppose it's worth a try. But I don't know if we're going to get any more time talking to him tonight. What was his
Yeah.
response to a lot of the, like, circle time
I
activities?
mean, he went in there, he did it, he kind of, like, reluctantly did it.
And what was other people's reaction to him? Is he well known, or is it kind of not a big deal that he's the son of one of the archmages?
It's kind of not a big deal, and it looks like he's not really playing it up at all. Like, he hasn't used his last name the entire night.
Interesting.
Ooh, she's a humble queen.
Huh. Well, I suppose if he's not on good terms with his father, that might make sense. Still, though... Alright. Well, maybe let's turn in for the night and, see about that little escapade, perhaps.
Bless you.
He's not in the room. He's not. He absconded to the bathroom.
Bless you.
According to you.
Yes.
But yeah, would we be able to do that? To like kind of bide our time until we'd be able to get out safely?
Yeah, like people start going to bed. It's like 9 o'clock. It's like the school's full with old people. They're starting to go to
What
bed.
squares?
We'd love sleeping at a reasonable hour.
There's like
True.
some people like maybe staying up a little bit later to study.
Another reason it's great to play role-playing games. You can easily just, we go to bed at 9 o'clock. That's easy.
I like to roleplay having a healthy sleep schedule.
It's just so hard, okay?
There's like a couple of people who appear to be like burning the midnight oil. There's just like this one student who like as you're passing them, they just have like these cans of like some sort of like Treladarian energy drink. It's like, yep, all night study session.
I would never.
Crimson Minotaur?
Crimson Minotaur.
Crimson Minotaur.
It gives you the flight spell.
Ooh, can I use this to see how well the like dream intimidation would work? Like if I did the dream as if like, yo, your course of action and this course of action of Treladar will lead about to the end of Treladar. There are other ways.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It would probably be like a neutral ending. Like nothing gained, nothing lost. Maybe like a "Who are you?" from him, but yeah. It seems like this person it seems like this person's very much so stupid they're confident they're smart. If you want, you can make
With a shot?
If you want, you can make a perception check outside their door to see if they're going to bed or what they're up to, and anything else. Or if you'd like, you can get ready for your night of absconding. They appear to be listening to something. It's like
Can I make out what?
It's like mumble, but it's like for Treladar's glory.
Oh boy.
For Treladar's glory radio and da da da. It's like some very stuff. It just seems like really like terrible stuff. The ungifted are weighing down the Treladar's magical resources. Da da da, and just like stuff like that.
I want to go back to my room and tune into this radio station to see exactly what this dude is like taking in.
It is the most vile vitriol that you can think of.
Wonderful. Anything that I can use to maybe like worm into his little noggin?
Yeah, you definitely think you could make use of some of that, yeah.
You know what? I'll go on this little adventure, but I do think I at least want to try getting into his head and giving him that dream. I think I can add a little extra like flair to maybe at least do something.
Is this the definition of psychological warfare?
Kinda.
Yeah, Nim will kind of excuse herself from the proceedings if that's what Cassandra does, because it's a little bit too close to negative dream tampering for her.
Only if they're dreaming, if they're just sleeping.
I mean, same difference? Tampering with dreams for a Desnan is a little bit of a no-no.
I will stand watch over Cassandra.
Fair enough.
Okay, so are we going on? They definitely have time to do both the little jaunt to the basement if you want to try to get there, and then,
A little escapade.
yes.
I'll go on the jaunt first. It'll give the dude more time to fall asleep.
All right. So Gripply, a slate. It's like, all right. So we gone?
Yes, alright. I think there's a map in the orientation guide.
Yes, there is.
Yes, right here. Is there a path to the basement, or is this like an off-limits area?
It's not an off-limits area. It's like a supply closet, basically.
Okay.
It's like there's a number of magical artifacts stored in the basement. You may need to use them for your studies. If so, they'll be given a key and yada yada yada.
I am going to, before we leave the room, click my heels and cast Longstrider on myself, so I'll have increased movement for an hour.
Fair enough.
And
Do we
of
have,
course,
like-
I'll throw up a healing aura thingy
Do we-
with
I'll
whatever
throw
the fuck
up.
it is that.
Does anyone have a bubble of invisibility?
No.
Your Gripply friend just turns the slate upside down, and the slate starts to float, and he just jumps onto it like some sort of like hoverboard.
Good for him.
Oh my
Radical.
god, he's riding
Kind of a sleigh.
a million people like it's a skateboard.
It's
Ow,
what they would have
that.
wanted.
I'm sorry, I really hate that.
He has
Oh.
he does have a helmet and like arm pads and knee pads.
Much better.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem.
Alright.
We love a safe ride.
Perhaps if we just
We
walk
do.
confidently, like we're not doing anything wrong, it'll all be fine.
The campus is deserted at night. Like,
Yeah.
there's just like they don't really seem to care. Like, you see a number of people like just like kind of like walking towards their dorms with purpose, but there's no one like, there's no like groundskeeper with like a flashlight going around, be like, "Hey, you kids, it's past curfew. Get to your dorm rooms," like stuff like that. You can
Not
get
the
to the
Professor Filch.
You can get to the main building easily enough. The door is even unlocked, and as you enter in, if you've ever been in like an empty school at night,
Yeah.
where there's just that oppressive emptiness feeling, it's like that. Where like
It's giving extra haunted.
every like
Yeah.
crack, you just hear like every like creak of the building, etc.
That sort of liminal space.
Yeah.
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 Right.
As you enter into the building, what would you all like to do?
Is the slate telling you where to go in the basement or just general basement?
It's been repeating the word basement for like 3 weeks to me.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But now that we're here, is it saying anything different?
Basement, 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 basement,
Okay.
basement.
Don't like
Well-
that.
Maybe let's just spread out and take a look. See if there's anything relevant to the Opal Empire.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we have to probably find our way down there. And yeah, so how do you want to split up? Do you want to stay together? What would you like to do?
Oh, I thought we already made it to the basement, but we can travel there as a
You're
group.
still in the school, like the school building itself.
Yeah, let's just walk there, like I said.
Okay,
I just
make me a
wanna
survival check.
walk with a purpose, so...
Make me a survival check. Someone make me a survival check to find
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Got it.
I thought it was on the map.
The map does not show you where the basement
42.
is. It just says it's in the main building. 42, nice. Nimbus, that's a natural one, though.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Do you want to use your hero point on that?
Well, if Garl rolled a 42, I'm not gonna bother.
Alright, so Nimbus disappears from the group. Garl, as you begin to travel, you notice that the school building itself is almost shifting and changing, like a sort of maze. Nimbus, your comment about a liminal space was very correct, as you now find yourself in what appears to be a endless school hallway.
Pretty sure that's someone's version of hell.
Mine, yeah.
Gods, okay.
And because you critically failed,
Oh.
you've activated the hazard.
Great.
You know what? You know why this happened? Because we didn't use the buddy system.
Shut. Illegal.
And
I will
Nimbus,
go directly
as
to
you
jail.
Turn to like look down the hallway. You see a shadow
Uh-huh.
of a very large creature
Oh no, it's just the fucking Baba Yaga again.
with horns that have books at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then just coming into your view at the end of this hallway is what appears to be half bullhead, big horns, books on the horns, like balancing. Humanoid body, serpentine bottom, dragging these massive, like, bookshelf-sized book bags.
A book thief.
Mm.
And it sees you, and then, like, it, like, hisses, and it's like, if you've ever seen a bull hiss like a snake before, it does
I can't say that I have.
Can't say that I have.
You can imagine a bull hissing like a snake, and everyone can kind of hear, like, this, like, hissing sound now in the hallways. We need to roll for initiative.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Just in time for the cliffhanger.
36.
Nice round 40, I do say.
Probably spelled that wrong, but that's fine, 'cause chat will never see this.
Great, I am last in initiative. Good golly.
Someday.
Now, do you want to use your hero point?
No. I have not been rolling very well tonight, so I don't think there's any point in it.
I'm sorry, Nimbus. Cassandra, you are in this endless space of school hallways.
Cassandra?
Yes, with a 44.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Right?
I thought we all... Okay, I don't know what's going on. I thought... Are we all together or are we not?
Yes, you're
Yeah,
all
that's-
separate.
you got-
But, well, you're not all... Nimbus is alone, but Cassandra is still there, and the trap has been triggered, so...
Okay.
They can deal with it, too. It's not... This isn't just a Nimbus only dealing with it thing.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what's going on. In terms of, like, what is happening.
You
Reverse slay.
You kind of got pulled into, like, an extra-dimensional space in this.
Interesting.
So Nimbus is missing Cassandra. What would you like to do?
So I don't see this enemy?
You don't see anything, and right now you're just in the halls of the school. Nimbus has just disappeared, as if she's fallen through reality.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to... Oh, lordy. I'm gonna try and message her.
Alright. Message. Range 120 feet.
Not at our level.
Range...
It's like 500 now, isn't it?
500 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, 500 feet will be enough.
Yeah.
Yay! Tim, are you alright? Where'd you go?
Niece?
Alright. But that'll be your turn, Cassandra.
Cool.
Garl.
Garl is going to do a full 360-degree sweep and trying to use her true sight to see if, like, Nim got sucked through an illusionary wall or something, or...
Make me a
Is she-
perception check.
Little Miss No Scope.
Well, not little.
Pretty. You don't notice anything. It's almost like Nimbus fell through some sort of, like, magical rift that disappeared afterwards.
Can I make a perception check again to try and... Because while she may have gone somewhere magically, her physical path may have left a scent after, because I imagine Nim probably, bathes and stuff, so she may have a particular smell. I don't know.
Imagine Nimbus.
I'm thinking lilacs.
I'll just imagine Nimbus is bathing. That's an interesting bit of information.
I lose an action for my turn imagining that.
Alright, so that's Garl's turn. Lynx.
No, I wanted to make another perception check to see if I could, like, literally bloodhound her.
I'm just goofing, Garl. Make me a perception check.
Yeah. Nope, that's a nat 1.
Garl.
I realize I didn't use my barbarian deodorant today. I'm like, oh god.
As Garl is looking around, Garl, you find yourself alone in an empty hallway.
Oh.
On a perception check? Jesus.
Lynx, Garl's missing.
Is it dark here?
It's dim. Any natural one.
Any natural one. Weird that it happened twice in the same encounter already. Made a nickel.
I'll do an occultism check, just like a general occultism.
Yeah, that works.
44. I'll take it.
That's a success, but not a crit success. You can tell that this is a liminal death trap.
Do I know how to get out of this?
It is a complex hazard. It triggers whenever a creature finds itself separated from a group in its space. And then that creature gets whisked away into a pocket world that is held, that has a liminal defender in it. That's what you all saw as the book Minotaur. The way that this can be dealt with is a number of ways. Creatures inside of the liminal death trap can make a survival check or a perception check to escape it. Or creatures from outside and inside of it, each one would need to succeed on a number of different checks, whether that be Arcana, Religion, or Occultism, to shut down the liminal death trap. So you either need to, the people inside of it either need to do its 3 successful perception or survival checks to get out of it, or the people outside and inside of it collectively need to shut the trap down with a collective 6 Religion, Arcana, Occultism checks.
And we are all currently in the trap.
Yes.
Okay. I don't really have a way to communicate this to other people right now.
You can communicate it to anyone but Garl and Nim.
Cassandra's with me?
Yep.
Oh.
Garl and Nim are the only people who are separated right now.
I will communicate that to Cassandra and ask if she has any sort of way to get in touch with anyone outside of the trap.
Fair enough.
I can certainly try.
Nimbus.
I'm gonna message Cassandra back. I don't think that requires an action of me.
It doesn't.
And just say, not great. Big monster. Wish me luck. And I guess I'll do a general perception check to see if there's anywhere to hide.
Yeah, make me a perception check.
God,
Unfortunately,
34.
that is not a success.
No, it's a 4 on the die, so...
Yes, you're not able to find a spot to hide. You can attempt again. You have one more perception check. That could probably be done this turn.
Yeah. 40?
40 is unfortunately not a success. You're looking for a DC 42.
Jesus.
Damn.
Okay, well... The odds are not in my favor. I do still have 1 action, so I guess I'll just take a move action to get away from this thing.
Yeah, you can start running down the halls.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright. At the top of the round, Nimbus and Garl. Well, at the top of this thing's turn. The two of you each have your own lovely creature chasing after you. Nimbus, you hear the scraping of books. Like a scraping of a bookshelf against tile being pulled behind you and hissing. And then this creature, as you're running down the hallway, just turns the corner and flings one of the bookshelves at you.
Yikes.
Books.
can you make me a DC 37 basic reflex save?
I'm gonna hero point that. Okay, 40. There we go.
Okay, that's a
I'll take a
success.
40.
So you'll take half of this. So if it rolled, did it not roll? Roll. Oh, the dice roller's not working.
Oh no. I guess it just doesn't deal any damage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
1 minute, I need to reload so I can deal you your 5d10 damage.
Or you could not.
Seems like Roll20 just doesn't want you to do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
take a
no.
hit, Will. Jeez.
Only 16, so 8 points.
So nothing, because I don't take physical damage.
We'd love that.
I go all this trouble to sit outside your house and wiggle your internet connection by hand. This is all a paper cutout back here.
Garl.
So do
Make
I
me
see
a
the
basic-
creature in the hallway?
You do. Can you also make me a DC 37 basic reflex save?
Yes.
46.
Hell yeah.
Success.
Is that a critical success?
I don't know. Do you have
No.
a feat that makes it a critical success?
Well, what was the DC?
37.
37.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said 36.
So 16 bludgeoning damage to you, Darl.
Alright, so it'll be 11.
And then I need Cassandra and Lynx to make me survival checks.
Ah,
Lynx finds himself alone.
I would like to use a hero point.
You can.
Yay!
There
Lynx
you go.
succeeds. Cassandra.
Not gonna end well.
Oh my god.
Survival is a very specific skill.
It is.
Yeah, up.
Cassandra.
I have a +2.
You find yourself alone in a hallway. Lynx, you find yourself alone in a hallway, not because of the fact that you got sucked into
But
the
for
trap,
different reasons.
but because everyone else has now been sucked in. And as our party finds himself in this trap, we are going to end the session there.
Woof.
So
Alright.
join us next week as our party attempts to deal with the liminal death trap.
Spoiler
and-
warning, I'm going to attack the monster.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers. Don't forget to check out our many other shows here on the channel. This Friday, we're doing a tier list of Pathfinder 2e classes. Saturday, Salt and Sorcery is back. Sunday, Stardew Sunday is back. And then Monday, Strength of Thousands AP is back. And of course, next Wednesday, we have the League of Amazing Adventurers. Thank you all so much for coming, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night, everyone. Watch out for them liminal spaces.
And we